I get a lot of people asking me how we were blessed to walk away from corporate America in our early 30s. Well, listen, I don't want to keep that a secret. I want to share it with the world. And so maybe you're listening to this podcast and you're trying to figure out, how do I even get started on my journey of entrepreneurship and getting to a level of freedom? Well, text the word freedom to 737 777 9909. Enter your information in, and we look forward to sharing some information with you. A proven system with small overhead, right? That you can do part-time, spare time, right from the comfort of your home, and have amazing mentors, coaches, and a community of entrepreneurs who are willing to support you and help you on your journey to freedom. Welcome to Code Freedom. I'm your host, Eddie Bales. Have you ever felt stuck? Have you ever felt like there's got to be more than life than the reality that you see every day? Tune in weekly, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays as we crack the codes to freedom in every area of your life. Welcome to Code Freedom. I'm your host, Eddie Bales, and this is episode 97. And listen, 3 more episodes and we will be at 100 episodes. Super excited about it. And today we're going to deliver the goods like no other. So I'm fairly new to Clubhouse. I know it's been around for a little bit, but I'm just kind of getting into it a little bit more now than I was back when it first started. And there's this quote that I heard this past week that I haven't been able to shake. It's just been on my spirit all week, and I just been reflecting and chewing on it and thinking about it. And it says, "Be grateful to have so many things to be grateful for." I'll say that again. Be grateful to have so many things to be grateful for. And that just hit me like a ton of bricks because, man, I mean, I could give you such a long list of things that I'm grateful for. And, one of the things I suggest you do is put that on paper. Like, really, it should be something we do every day. We should say our affirmations. We should write our goals every day, and we should write what we're grateful for because it's going to keep you in that state of gratitude. And gratitude is the seed for more. So if you want more, you got to be grateful for what you have. Like if you're not even appreciating the things you have, you're almost abusing it in some ways because of the lack of appreciation. So if you have an extreme level of appreciation, then you're going to cherish what you have. And because of that, the Father's going to open up the channels and doors for more to come into your life. So just keep that in mind that we want to stay in this state of gratitude. I was driving up the street after I heard that quote, and I saw a elderly woman walking down the street, and she had a walker. And I'm like, wow, I remember when I didn't even have a car and I was catching the bus. And where I lived, the bus came ever so often. So it's like sometimes if you missed that bus, you wasn't gonna get on another one for another 45 minutes, you know. And then I remember having cars, and those cars were breaking down sometimes, and it wasn't the best cars. The steering wheel was hard to turn, and all kind of other stuff. And so I was just so grateful in that moment. And then, I started thinking about our health and our finances and our relationships and our spiritual life. And just, I was just going in every area and just thinking of, man, and just in every area, I could think of 100 things that I could be grateful for in each area, right? And so even in this whole COVID environment, there are people who are seriously have lost their lives. They've lost some of their loved ones, and if that's you listening to this podcast, I just give my condolences to you and your family, because it's a sad thing that people are literally losing loved ones to this disease, right? And so we got to be grateful. We have to be grateful for all that the Father continues to bless us with. And we can't even make it light. We have to really reflect on it and think about it often. And so, um, again, the quote hit me like a ton of bricks, and I had to share it with you all. And I just been so grateful as I was reflecting on it and chewing on that all week. And so, man, even tonight, I think I'm gonna just take a minute and write what I'm grateful for again, because you can never be too grateful, right? That's the thing. Sometimes we focus so much on the present, I'm sorry, the future, that we neglect the present. And then sometimes we're so stuck on the past that we neglect the present. And I'm guilty. I'm not one that is stuck usually on the past, but I am constantly focused on the future. And sometimes I could have a tendency to neglect what's right in front of me, the moments that are right at my fingertips right now, the right now instead of tomorrow. Like, yes, we have a goal to get to B and then to C and then to D, but man, just be grateful for what's happening at A. Does that make sense? Where you are right now. And that's something that we got to kind of slow down in order to speed up and really just be grateful. Be grateful for what we're grateful for. Be grateful to have so much to be grateful for. It's just so much, folks. Our lives are so rich. I mean, when we think about the fact that, okay, I'll put it like this: for every negative that you could give me of something bad that may have happened in the day, I could flip it and give you a positive, right? Like, for instance, maybe you're just like, oh man, I'm tired. The alarm is going off. I don't want to get up. But guess what? You're up and you're alive because somebody else didn't make it that same day, that very minute. Maybe you stub your toe on out the bed on the way to the bathroom, and it hurts really, really bad. But guess what? Somebody didn't have a bed to get out of to stub their toe on. Somebody is either sleeping in their car trying to figure things out. They're sleeping on the floor, right? They're sleeping at someone else's couch, right? So someone didn't even have a bed, and then we're mad about the bed that we stubbed our toe out on, right? You know, some of us, and me included, like back in the day, I didn't always like the jobs that I had. But look, I got to think about it like this: hey, I had a job, right? And so again, for everything that you could show me a negative on, I could flip it and shine a positive on it if we just have an attitude of gratitude. And I'm telling you, this is going to attract more into your life on a major level. This is a major code to freedom. And it's something that we need to talk about more often. Right. And by the way, you don't be grateful just to receive things. You just be grateful because it's the right heart to have. It's the right place to be, right? It's the right posture, right? Is to be in that loving space, that gratitude, that grateful space, right? And so that's kind of what I want to share with you all today is, look, let's not chase the future so much that we neglect what's happening right now, and let's not be stuck on the past of what happened or what didn't happen, that we forget about what's happening right now, right? And just be grateful. Let's just be grateful for all that we have, because we have so much. Again, our lives are so enriched with blessings and favor, and you just have to recognize it. You have to notice it, and you got to sometimes slow down in order to speed up, and just be present in the moment and catch those small things, and start to verbalize it too. Verbalize it to the people around you. Somebody needs to hear that you're thankful for them. One of the things that I do, it's just a habit. It's just my heart posture, really. But when my wife, she cooks a good meal, I thank her, right? Because number one, she had to sacrifice in the kitchen to make the meal for me. But also, I can remember times where I had relationships where they didn't always cook, right? And so I'm grateful for that, and I don't forget that. Like, I'm grateful for I'm not entitled that my wife is supposed to cook me a meal, right? That's just not the way it is, right? She doesn't have to do anything, right? But I'm grateful that she did. Did that make sense? And so I think it's important to let people know that, to let them know that you're thankful, right? I got this gentleman in my organization, and every time I speak to him, he's so grateful, and I just love talking to him. I love working with him because of his respect. And now this gentleman is like he could be my father. That's the age that he is, right? But but he has such honor and respect uh when I speak with him, and it just blows my mind. I just love his energy, and that's the type of people that we need to be, is someone that has the energy that says, I'm thankful. Hey, thank you for opening the door for me. Thank you for calling me. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you. If we could just have that attitude and just be thankful all day. I'll give you a quick tip that just came to me. What if every single day you could look for at least 10 things to be thankful for and say it, right? I want you to say thank you 10 times tomorrow. Right? Like you gotta actually say it and verbalize it. So you can say it to the boss, you can say it to your spouse, you can say it to your kids, hey, thank you for picking that up for me. Thank you for doing what I asked you to do, right? And man, even for me, like I'm thinking about all the things I could increase when it comes to gratitude, and watch what happens. So hey, listen, let's all do this. If you're in our Facebook group, Code Freedom, the Code Freedom community on Facebook, I'd love to hear some of your what's happened for you as a result of being grateful. So first off, join the group. It's thewaytofreedom.info. It'll take you straight there, thewaytofreedom.info. And go ahead and drop what it's done for you, um, in terms of being grateful. So I can't wait to hear, and I can't wait to see you on episode 98 coming up soon. Can't wait. We're almost at 100 episodes. And like I said, we're going to do some special things. So stay tuned. Appreciate you all for tuning in. God bless. And we'll see you all over the top. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys for listening. Definitely feel free to take a screenshot of this episode, tag me in it on Instagram or Facebook or wherever you find me on social media. I would love to give you a shout out. Hey, you might even get a prize. Who knows? But excited that you had a chance to take a listen. I hope you got a lot of value. And definitely feel free to give us 5 stars as well as a review. Show us some love, and we appreciate you. God bless you all, and see you all over the top.